Hi and welcome to another pick a card on this channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how your next 7 to 10 days are going to be like from whenever you're catching this reading. So they are timeless. Yes, you have 3 stones in front of you. Stone 1, 2 and 3 from left to the right. And if you have made your choice by now, I will now start with stone number 1, pile 1 for your messages for next 7 to 10 days from now, whenever you're catching this reading. And you can find me in the timestamps for the other side, which is your reading. And this, as I said, this is stone number 1, 2 and 3. I'll show them. This is stone 1. It is a pink quartz. This is a tourmaline stone, and I cannot recall the name, but this is a cluster stone. So I hope you have made your choice by now. If not, you can pause this video and I will start with stone 1. Hi and welcome to your reading, pile 1. Let's see what we have for you. I think I was quick to grab on what you have going on. Okay, so it seems you're coming from looking for courage, and you want to keep going forward, it seems. So I'm reading for someone who wants to keep it through, who is understanding how to, with commitment and courage, how to take forward life with integrity being the main question on back of the head. Like, to be honest, I don't like starting reading with the real deep thoughts, but this is what it looks like. You have been going on with some deep thoughts with this moon cards. So I feel that you have been looking on things with intention in the past. Like, you always felt like if there is no purpose in this, I wouldn't go about it. But the time has come for you to release that need to have purpose with life itself. Like, you have to enjoy things for what they are by just observing them and accepting them. If you're waiting for a change in a situation, it will come if you just accept it entirely. Like, this will also happen with time. This moon energy is not in your hand, so whenever you're receptive enough to accept things for what they are, you will see a shift, you will see a change of scenarios in your life. Like, if there is some perception with the person that you want them to change, but you can't change, because it's almost like when someone has a solidified imagination, you cannot tell them what is the right perception. There is nothing like right perception, but there is a way about things which is like most practical and authentic. So if you're dealing with someone, or if this is you, who is not able to break that imaginary pattern where you are stuck with things being solidified, you're not able to see the light in things, like like how things lit up sometimes for out of nowhere. You're feeling kind of like low in that regard. I'm not able to catch on the exact word for this feeling. It's more like I am dreamy and I'm where I am, things are good, but what next? And that next is kind of mysterious with this moon card. It is mysterious. It will happen when you will completely accept, like owl is the symbol here. Owl kind of like observes the entire jungle, and in his eyes you can see the entire jungle itself. That's why we say that owl bring you messages, because they are bringing the messages from the like what is happening behind the darkness, behind the mysteries. You can see it in an owl's eye. And with that little information, I feel if you apply it to your life right now, the kind of moon that you're receiving right now, it's covered in your desires, so you cannot see the entire picture. To look into the imagination mystery of things, you then move on to the Two of Wands. You move on to with focus and insight. The card literally says focus and insight. That's what your life is about right now. You're like, this is also for me a card of having a soul purpose or a soul adventure, soul mate, all things related with the soul, basically your depth. Like you are understanding whatever is happening to you is happening because it has a purpose in your life. It has a reason. You have seen some results already, and you're now moving on to new results, to creating new results with all the enthusiasm that you have. There are some insights here and there, so be open to receiving insights and messages in things. Moon again in this card. I do feel that with this moon cycle coming to a new moon, you will have something like a Queen of Wands. This is passion and creativity in this reading. So I feel that so this week for you, pile 1, is gonna be about generating passion and creativity in the ordinary life, and it is happening from within. It's not happening from outside. It's happening because you have plans. Yeah, your life is taking you towards exploration and discovery about something which is like so close to you. Someone is learning something. Observation is a keen part of this reading. I feel that someone is learning something. Someone is coming to understanding of things more like a scholar. Also with protection. There is some protection from distraction. Like you're sure that you do not want to be distracted on this path, and you want to keep this discovery on, and that will happen when you have continuous motivation. And that motivation will happen when you will channel your creativity and passion into something which is of the nature of stability, at the same time abundance. So a continuous growth is what you're committing to, it seems. What can happen around you, I feel, is I think you're lazying out. Like you're kind of like the overall environment in this reading seems like you're spending some time collecting information, and you are working on everyday things with focus more than your past. You have more focus now, and the advice here is of the earth sign. Your inspiration was to be the king of earth, and your advice here is to be the queen of earth. So how that energy differentiates, I feel, is like if you want to have courage to move forward and take risk in life and have enough stability in life to be able to take risk, it is coming from your ability to stay comfortable and prosper wherever you are. And you are harnessing this by following your creativity, following your authenticity. So, I'm almost having a question like, what more? What more do we want to know about this cycle? Is there anything more that you can tell us, cards, about this cycle? You get a Two of Jewels, which is like Two of Pentacles. I do feel that you're living in two worlds in some way. Like you are, one side is love and one side is practicality, and you're split between these two worlds. There's a lot of love that you carry. Let that love purify. If there is a heat inside of you, let it purify you. You are just starting with a lot of things, okay? You're starting with passion. To keep this passion alive, you have to ground yourself. You have to ground yourself from non-stability of emotions, from feeling like I am all over the place, or the person that I'm dealing with is. Like you have to avoid a few things and stay grounded for the sake of it. This is how it seems here. The moon, there will be some overwhelming, but you overall being guided towards stability and prosperity, marriage, and coming together. So let me pull an affirmation maybe for you. Let's see what is the affirmation I have for pile number 1 this week. Give me a beautiful affirmation that pile 1 can. See the card, even you are being purified, pile 1. The card says You can be everything you want to be. The power of change is within you. So this is about trusting that when fire purifies you, you also reach a more stable space. Nothing is being taken away from you. Only what is not required is being removed. So trust that. Don't let your mind misguide you into thinking if you're not on the path that you need to be on. Presence of mind to attract abundance that you need for this creativity to and passion to flourish. So pile 1, this is what I have for you in this reading. I will now move on to pile number 2. If you like this video, check other readings on this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the sign of, what am I saying? This is going to be every sign. This is going to be for all the signs that are going to choose the tourmaline stone. Well, now that I have said signs, I do have a feeling I'm reading for earth and air. Fire. Well, the signs don't matter in these readings. They should not. Let me say it again. This reading is for pile number 2. You get the 10 of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, reverse. I'm having a feeling of being burnt out in this reading, like some situation happened in the past which was a lot of responsibility, and right now you could be feeling like burnt out, like you have had enough from the situation, and you are working with being not controlling the situation. You don't want to control this anymore. You want to release things, and you move to a space where it becomes the question of you releasing prudence in some way, okay? And you have to release some really like a mind which keeps you where you are. It's challenge because there is growth. Knight of Wands. I feel this is a test of your passions, of your how much you are willing to invest in the situation which is in hand, and how much you want to build something which is long lasting. So I feel that you are done burning yourself out. The burnout is not what you want anymore. I think your overall want is rather something like a Knight of Pentacles, like finishing what you start, like working with a more focused yet practical approach. You want to trust, but not like a fool. The advice here though shows up as the Knight of Swords reverse. I feel this talks about releasing the conflict that you have in your mind, okay? How to do that? Let's see what more we have in this situation. What kind of conflict is being released from the mind? Listening, the High Priestess with the Fool. Listen to the guidance, listen to the higher guidance. Remove fighting the cloud kind of mindset. Listen to the higher guidance. Trust the higher Lovers. I think you do have some choice around the corner regarding this situation. If you're being burdened by something emotional, so if you're being burdened by something emotional, you have choice around the corner. This is emotional. This is like someone looking for stability, but always meeting people who are not so stable, or you may be having hatred for someone. There can be power struggles and ego clashes due to the overwhelming emotions that are happening right now. So you are being asked to relax. You're being asked to, like, you have played the cards that you needed to play in the past. Now it's time to relax and let the dishonesty leave the system. The entire system, it seems. There is some kind of system that you are in or which is happening inside of you, some chemistry, something which is overwhelming, and it is making you think dishonest thoughts. You might be thinking that I just leave here, or nothing to do with anything. You just need to open up, heal yourself enough to be able to open up to new love and new desire and new knowledge, new grounding. New grounding, which is like being asked out of you. Like you might, it looks like I'm reading for a person who just thought that their life is final. They have reached a stage where things are final, and whatever they do, it's not gonna have results. But some option, some choice that you took in the past, or maybe in recent past, you are now being taken around by telling, see, every choice has its consequence. So choice is in your hands, but the consequence is like in the universe's hand. So to understand the working of the universe, you have to become the high priestess. She's the most centered individual of the tarot. She is sitting on the roads, on the gates of the 5D. She can see the 3D, but she functions from the 5D. So do not get involved in things which are of the nature of the 3D. Basically, do not mistrust your choices as well. Do not avoid the healing. Do not flow with the passion too much that you miss the point. You missed an enemy. Like you were like so close to this enemy, but you missed it because you thought that what is being presented to you was okay. Like someone has been tricked, or someone has had a past into tricking people. Magician reverse. Someone has a past of cheating on people, or now bearing the consequences by dealing with people who are not so honest. I'm feeling low with this energy. This is low. Let me pull an affirmation for you. File number 2. I know that you are at a low, but these two cards talk about you choosing the right thing and letting go of all the cloudy mindset that you have and judgment that you have. You're judging yourself right now. You're judging. There's ego struggles, as I said. Every part of me serves a purpose in divine's plan. My life has meaning. I choose to accept it and work towards it. Bliss and gratefulness. Happiness and gratefulness is going to keep you alive during this time. Make sure you find things which you are celebration is possible. Do not miss things just because, oh, this is good, but I do not have that one. Like, do not do that. Celebrate what you have to be able to see what you need to see. You have choices. Use High Priestess to make the choice. Do not be dishonest. There is some like prudence and need to control that you're fighting within or in your surroundings, which can be overcome by healing and leadership qualities, like by being independent and by choosing. You already have these qualities. That's why it shows in your reading. Choose your creative, passionate side, your healing, loving, compassionate side, instead of your controlling or overthinking, overanalyzing, and need to know your status side. Play the game a bit soft. Yeah, this is what I have for you in this reading. I hope this resonates. Pile 2. I will now move on to pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the sign of pile 3, whatever your sign is. This is going to be for the people who chose this stone. Let's see what we have for you. You are on crossroads regarding something, is what it looks like from here. Oh, you guys are diligent. Like, this shows some consistency. You have been consistent about something which is intense. Like, something is changing for you. Big time change, pile 3. Energetic reading. I'm happy. Okay. So, count your blessings straight up, the advice in this reading. Like Ace of Pentacles, you're receiving some magic, some money, some stability from universe. Harness it. The Hermit, you're finding yourself. The overall influence for you is that you're finding yourself. You're coming towards understanding of the self. And this is coming from outside. Like, something will just come and eliminate you. And this could be that you are a high priestess with someone, like you are mixing your knowledge with something of the outside, and it is eliminating you to create what you have in the surroundings from what you have in the surroundings. Some outside help is there for you, and this outside is like esoteric outside or like really far away. Something is like helping you out, and it's not in your surrounding. Your surrounding is what you're growing, but the help is coming from outside is what it seems. I feel in the future you should, the only warning in this reading that I'm catching upon is, don't carry the load of others. Be the magician that you're choosing to be right now. The energy is intense, and sometimes you may feel that I have this thing on me, but I have no one to share this with. So some harvest also. I feel this week you will be having some money, definitely money coming your way during this week. Money and harvest and love. This is personal also because of the choice that you made in the past, a choice to make the communication clear, to go ahead no matter what kind of clouds you are having, something like that. And this entire situation will need you to be peaceful, will require you to choose peace, and always choose your peace no matter what is happening on the outside. Do not choose your arrogance or mind. Rather, the challenge will be to calm your mind, like how much you're able to have that patience and invest in yourself. So that's gonna matter. How much you're interested in investing in yourself is gonna matter during this time. I did have a feeling something entirely is changing for you, pile number 3. There is some awakening. You are isolated in some way, or you have isolated yourself, and because you want to be creative, you want to know what's your thing, and you're discovering your thing by directly working with it. There is some sense of independence that you're cultivating for the self. You have seen the end. You have seen how Wheel of Fortune has shown twice in your reading. I mean, you are having a good fortune. You are having good choices in front of you. The world has laid naked in front of you. This is the magician who has the power of all the 4 elements. I have not seen a magician like that. Usually magician is working with the wand actively, but you are actively working with all the 4 elements. You're creating the magic through the love. You are talking it out, you're communicating, you're doing it with your full body experience, and you're generating wealth for yourself. So pile 3, you are doing just fine. Do not fall into this trap of feeling low, of not looking at the blessing, rather looking at what is not there anymore. Do not do this to yourself. I think, that's what is mind doing. Chariot, move forward. The Chariot is coming directly at you. I think this is going to be the final card of the tarot that I'm going to pull for you, because this reading is going multifold, and I'm really happy with the Chariot. I feel that you have found your focus in the past, and you're just focusing down the lane onto your future with all the things that you're receiving from the universe. Wheel of Fortune, good going. Keep listening to your gut, okay? I was attracted to these cards, Moonology cards. So I'll pull one to know what phase you are in. And before I pull, I mean, what? What? You're doing this for love, for sure. Whoever you're doing this for love, but it is giving you an overall growth. Congratulations. Rare reading. Expect powerful changes. New moon eclipse. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Uniqueness at its best. Bring love into a situation. New moon in Aquarius. So you have got 2 Aquarius card and 1 eclipse on a new moon. So I feel this week you are going to be experiencing everything that you are. You're going to have a window, like a window view at yourself, like yourself as life, as someone, when you look at someone and you see, okay, this person wants this in life, this person understands himself this way, this person is also this. That kind of view you are having of the self is what it seems, and it is helping you harvest more, understand more, bring in more, and also to understand the value of patience, the value of holding on to things with peace. Let me pull an affirmation for you before I close this reading for pile 3. I got 2 cards for you, pile 3. The one say, I am joy, I am happiness, I am complete. This is such a beautiful affirmation. I am joy, I am happiness, I am complete. You can choose to be the best version of yourself. So I think both the cards also point at the grandness of the time that you have stepped in. And you can use these affirmations to for this week, because this is a time of shift. You just enjoy the ride. You're complete, and you're allowed to choose the best version that you want to choose from this. So since you have a clouded mind, make sure that you're keeping your mind positive. Everything else is being taken care of, because you're functioning from the energy of love, and love takes you places, so good places. So this is what I have for you in this reading, pile number 1, 2 and 3. So if this resonates, check other readings on this channel, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.